In this video, I'll be sharing with you an easy tutorial on how to cut this stylish Basque cowl neck top. So if this is something you like, kindly hit on the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up. So let's dive right into today's video. So here is my pattern paper, and I've gone ahead to mark out the basic measurement I need for this pattern, which is the shoulder to bust, under bust, waist. And for my basque length, I added additional 5 inches. 4 to 5 inches is for your basque. So after marking that, I'll go ahead to start marking my measurements. Now at the shoulder, I'm going to place my tape and I'll mark my shoulder divided by 2. I'll come down by 1 inch from this point, and I'll go ahead to mark a basic neckline of 3 inches. After marking that, I'll go ahead to connect it down to that my neckline of 3 inches. Next is to find your chest line, which is your bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. I'll place my ruler and I'll draw a straight line. After I'm done marking that, I'm going to place my tape and mark back what I have on the shoulder. Now I'm going to go ahead to place my tape, connect to that point, and the next step is to divide my armhole into 2 equal parts. What I have is 7 inches. If I divide it by 2, it will give me 3.5, and I'll come in by ½ inch there. I'll place my tape and mark back my bust circumference divided by 4 on the chest line. I'll connect from the midpoint to the upper part of my shoulder, and I'll connect it all the way to the lower part of my armhole. Now after marking this, I'll just go ahead to outline my pattern. I'll go ahead to mark a basic neckline of 3 inches by 3 at this point. After marking my basic neckline of 3 inches, I'll place my curve drill and I'll go ahead to connect it all the way to the 3 inches neckline. The next step is to go ahead to outline, and for this pattern, I'll be drafting it in form of a dartless pattern to make it easier and simple or easy to cut out. Towards the bust, I'm going to go ahead to mark my bust round circumference divided by 4. Then I'll just add 1 inch for my sewing allowance. Here I'll mark my under bust circumference divided by 4, and I'll add 1 inch for my sewing allowance. Mark my waist circumference divided by 4, add 1 inch for my sewing allowance. And I'll mark my hip circumference divided by 4 at my blouse length, and I will connect, or my basque length. Now this 1 inch is not a standard measurement for the sewing allowance. You can use 1 inch, you can use 1.5, but whatever you're using should not be much. And I'll just go ahead to connect. After I'm done connecting at this point, I'll come down by ½ inch on my waistline, because I don't want my pattern to start on the waist directly, so that it will not be hanging. So from there, I'll come in by my sewing allowance, whatever that is your sewing allowance. If it's 1 inch, come in first. Then I'll now slant to draw my basque. You can use your ruler to do this, but if you're good with your free hand, you can go ahead to connect this. So after connecting this is what I have, and I'm going to go ahead to come in by the shoulder a bit to give it a slight alter neckline by this side, right? And then I'll go ahead to cut out my pattern first before we go ahead to create the cowl neck effect at the upper part of the neckline. So after cutting this out, I'll be transferring this pattern to another pattern. And now you're going to mark where you want the cowl neck effect to be. So if you notice, it is lower towards the under bust or the waist area. I'll just cut this open this way, and I'll use my scissors to slash it open. Now the more opening you have, or the more spread you have, that's the more draping or cowl neck you're going to have. So I'm just going to go ahead to open this up and place it on another pattern paper. So if you just want a minimum draping or cowl neck effect, go ahead to use 6 or 8 inches. If you want more effect, you can go ahead to open it more. So I'll draw out the neckline area, draw out the armhole, trace the side, and towards the basque of this dress. So this is what I have after opening it up. So after this, I'll add an extension to the back. For the back extension, I'll add 4 inches, because when you're drafting out a basic neckline, you can use 3.5 or 4 inches for the back. so that extension will get to the back of the neckline and it's on both sides of the pattern. So I'll just go ahead to cut out what I have here. Now after cutting this out, I'm going to be using this same pattern to illustrate how to cut out the back of this dress. This is a backless cowl neck dress and there's nothing much going on at the back. Now when you wear this dress, this part will be draping down and this part will be going towards the back of the neckline, giving you the Basque cowl neck effect. Now let's go ahead to work on the back part of this pattern. I'll connect from the armhole or chest line down and then connect from this part all the way going up. Now whatever you have on this pattern, you're going to add an extension at the back, because if you notice at the upper part of this back we have like an elastic, so you won't use your exact measurement and you're going to add 1 inch on top and at the lower part to create your channel for your elastic casing. Now I'll just go ahead to cut this out. So after I'm done cutting out, what I'll do is to add an extension to it. So when you're now cutting it, you cut it on fold and then you add like an elastic at the upper part and at the lower part and then join it to the front part of your pattern. Now for the extension you're going to add, this totally depends on what you actually want, right? How free you want it to be at the back of the pattern. So this is the extra I added and then you cut it on fold to join to the front.